All right, here is all of the stuff that is going to be included with the sale of the Baja. So starting with, this is the bed extender, the factory front grille, the factory intercooler, air splitter, the factory hood scoop. Okay, those are the factory trim pieces that came off of the Baja seats. Some more interior pieces. The original owner had, so this is still all the original plastic here, but he had taken the AC vent and cut it and put that turbo boost gauge in there. And I replaced all of it just because I didn't like that look. And I don't need it because of the Cobb access port. The stock intercooler, top mount intercooler, the turbo shield that I had when I was running the stock turbo, so that's the stock TD04. Some stock ski racks, as you can see, they say Subaru on them. Those are the lift bars, or the roof rails, and that is the factory sunroof wind deflector. Okay, heading back, these are the factory brakes. Those are EBC pads. I did the 2007 WRX 4-piston, 2-piston conversion. Over there are the original brake lines because now you have StopTech steel braided. I did have those. They're not Hellas. They're some other like knockoff. Had them on for a while. Didn't like them. Took them off. Those are the rear axles. You're gonna want to keep those. I had to have my rear axles custom made. So you're gonna want those to be able to swap parts in case you ever need to. Spare STI starter, fuel pressure, the OEM fuel pressure dampeners on that. This is the stock motor mounts. They've been replaced with group ends. The leftover bolts for the brake conversion. In there's the OEM shift bushings because those have been replaced by torque solutions. So those are both torque solutions. Another spare Deechworks fuel pump, the startings of my intercooler sprayer, some rubber molding that I used around the splitter I made. You'll see that in the engine video. And then next to it, I'll stop pointing so this thing can focus, is some turbo braided linings. Those pink things in the plastic bag are the hub centrics. For the rims, I had to buy another set because one of those broke, and so I just replaced all 4. In those other bags there, what's left of the White Line KT L124s, some stock suspension that those pieces replaced, the OEM 5-speed, the cross member that came off because of the up pipe, the NVIDIA Catalyst up pipe, all the little leftover White Line bushing bits and pieces, the start of my wanting to make an actual like cold air inlet to a box, then to the air filter. Never haven't happened yet. Those are the 2 headrests for the rear. These are the stock front and rear sway bars. That is the stock power steering rack. It had a small leak, not a major one, so I replaced it. Along with what's in this box is the power steering pump. These are very hard to find. It's still good. I just replaced it with the other power steering rack, and that's a power steering reservoir. The original 5-speed drive line, I don't know why you'd want to keep it, but if you did, there it is. DBA rotors, never put them on, so I just didn't want to go with the drilled slotted plus the gold look. But there you go. Those are some very expensive rotors. In here is an STI oil pan and baffle, and the original Baja oil cooler. It's been replaced by a Killer B oil pan, pickup, and baffle. So that's adds an additional quart. So that makes it 6 quarts. This is an 04 Forester ECU. This is the ECU you have to be able to tune. That one went bad. The fans constantly stay on, and I was having some drivability issues with it. but it's a just in case kind of ECU. You could download the tune into it again and be okay in case something happened with yours or something like that. This is the original 5-speed shifter. When I bought it, the owner switched it out to a short shift SPT, and of course now it is a 6-speed. It doesn't even matter, but there you go, original shifter. We talked about all that stuff, but here's a view of it from a different angle. Oh, yes. Exhaust gasket bits, some vacuum tube stuff. Looks like some couple of exhaust studs, a little wire holder, oil cap, gas cap, radiator, some front control bushings, turbo bracketry for the turbo shield if you ever decided. There's a bezel right there for that boost gauge. Never was used. It just stayed in place like that. So, okay, that is it. That is all the stuff that's gonna go with the car. Unless there's something that you're like, hey, I don't want that or this, that other thing, I'm more willing to take it out. Otherwise, yeah, I get to figure out how to put all this in the car when shipping. Okay, have a good one, guys.